Well, it's Tuesday, January 30th, and as you can see, I'm not at work. You might be wondering why. Sometimes I think my life has too much drama, too much craziness, you know? I got paid last Friday, and I looked at my paycheck, and I was missing $80, which is the daily draw that I'm supposed to make, regardless of how I do. And so I questioned my boss about it. And he said he was going to look into it. Well, you know, yesterday was Monday, and he got in touch with me and said he thinks the company didn't pay me because they felt I didn't go to work a certain day because it looked like I didn't make any sales. And I did go into work. I don't ever skip work. You know, I work when I'm supposed to. I do what I agree to. For them to change the terms of the agreement and not pay me, I told them, look, you know, they need to straighten this mess out by this morning or I resign, because I'm not going to work for a company that won't even honor their agreement. And, you know, it's not even like they're paying me a salary. It's a draw, which means it's like a loan. I'm still going to have to pay them back out of my earnings. So what happened was this morning I woke up, took a shower, got ready for work, and didn't hear back from the boss. So I didn't go in. And waiting to see what happens. Meanwhile, I've been applying for other jobs, obviously. So we'll see what happens. So I'm currently heading to this Walmart neighborhood market here to pick up a MoneyGram from the company, actually from my boss. Yeah, I can't believe the frustrations of working with this knife gig. I know a lot of you tell me to quit, but I need to stay here and work and keep making those child support payments, or things are really going to snowball. This job is not a permanent career position. It is something that I'm doing right now to make sure I can pay the rent on Walter's house and child support. Basically, the company had an agreement with me to pay me a minimum draw, whether or not I sold a lot of knives. Well, what happened was when they had me at Cocoa, remember that really bad area that I told you I didn't do so well? They said that I didn't sell any one whole day, which I think is BS. I know I sold some, but as a result, they refused to pay the draw. Then when I got my paycheck, which just happened this Friday, I said, hey, something's wrong. They didn't pay me for this day. Boss told me he thinks they didn't pay me because they think I didn't work. And I was there working. I work when I say I'm going to work. So I told him they need to cover that draw and honor their agreement, or I resign. And he said he would get back with me this morning. He didn't. So I didn't go into work. A long story short, it's now afternoon, and he ended up calling me and texting me, and he's wiring money to me right now to try to get me back into the job. So I'm here to pick up the money, then off to work I go, and I just need to take a deep breath, calm down, and try to sell knives again. But you can understand my frustration. This is really sucky. So here then is the MoneyGram that the boss rushed over to me through Walmart. You know, you can send money through Walmart, believe it or not. But it's $80, which isn't much. But that's child support payments and Walter's rent. So I'm going to be heading back off to work now, and probably going to have to work late to try to make up for the lost time. But we lost 4 or 5 hours this morning of work because they didn't pay me.